If you learn a foreign language, you may notice that there's a bunch of different materials and methods, and you may already feel a bit overwhelmed. But what if I tell you that personally I attribute my fluency in English to one simple practice? It took me from beginner to an advanced level, and it's just a consistent habit of journaling. In today's video, I will explain why journaling is the number one thing for me to achieve fluency, how I used to journal in English, and what tools helped me to achieve my current level. There is a time slot on this video, so if you are interested in just one part, you can go and watch it. If you want to see more of my videos in the future, consider subscribing, and let's go! Number 1. Why journaling is the number one thing for me to achieve fluency. Many people don't realize that journaling is actually a powerful tool, and it can take to a different level not only the quality of your writing, but also the quality of your speech. I like to think about journaling as it is a kind of a training before a competition. It's like a preparation. Because when you journal, you actually have peace of mind and a lot of time to put everything together and organize your thoughts. And this is something that is missing during a conversation or a discussion. And that's why people actually struggle with speaking, because they just don't have enough time to think everything over. But thanks to journaling, you can actually train the skill of producing the language and creating your own sentences mindfully. So it's easier for you when it comes to speaking. On the other hand, it may seem that it actually doesn't make sense to improve your speaking through writing, because speaking is obviously different, right? You still need to master correct pronunciation, intonation, pace, and even gestures to become fluent in a foreign language. But for me, it happened to be the main tool that helped me to achieve my current level in English. And it also made me more confident while speaking. I at least knew how to create proper sentences in my mind, and that's why it was way easier for me to speak when I needed to. Pronunciation and all the other aspects of a spoken language are very important, but I think that the first step to be able to maintain a conversation is actually all about combining words into sentences, and journaling is a great way to practice it. Another benefit of journaling in a foreign language is that you can actually use all the knowledge that you have and all the knowledge that you don't have. When you have something in your mind that you want to write about, you can either express it by using all the words that you know, or if you don't know enough words and phrases, you can look for them on the internet and create your own sentences with new words. In this way, you can learn a lot of useful phrases. And this is very practical, because it's not only about memorizing new words and rules, but it's all about using them to express your thoughts and ideas. And what I like about it is that it helps you to move your language skills from theoretical understanding to practical usage. Another reason why I think that journaling made me fluent in English is that it's a personal activity. I noticed that writing about my thoughts and experiences makes language process more meaningful to me. That's why I'm also more likely to remember new words and phrases. This personal connection can also help you to stay motivated and engaged with the language. You can easily go back and reflect on your previous thoughts and ideas to see if you made any progress. I believe that you can practice journaling on any level, because it's pretty flexible. It depends on you, what structures you use, and how advanced you want your text to be. If you are a beginner, you can start with the most simple sentences about your everyday life and gradually progress to more advanced structures as your skills improve. Number 2. How I used to journal in English. At the beginning, when I started journaling in English, I was pretty old school. I used to journal on a piece of paper. I used to use an online dictionary to search for the words that I didn't know. I still think that this is one of the best methods to journal. I believe that there is something special about handwriting, and I just noticed that I remember things way better when I write them by hand instead of on keyboard. Maybe it's because I put more effort into it. My first texts in English were very simple with a lot of grammar mistakes. But I think that as long as you have someone who can correct your mistakes, it's okay to write the best you can in a particular moment. Because later you can check your writing to know the proper way to express your thoughts. For me, a person who always helped me with my writing in English was my mom. But for you, it can be your teacher, a native speaker, a friend or a family member that is fluent in a language that you want to learn. At the beginning, I still recommend you to find a real person. Even though there are some tools that can check your grammar mistakes, the problem is that when you don't know much about the language, grammar checker can underline your mistakes, and you still won't know why it's incorrect. Thanks to this consistent habit of journaling, I noticed that after some time I could create more advanced sentences. I was making way less mistakes, and I was also more confident in speaking because I knew how to create sentences. At first, I used to write about my everyday life, but then after some time I could watch a YouTube video and write a summary of it. And I could also express my opinion on different controversial topics. I personally believe that journaling made me a more creative person, because actually at first I didn't have many ideas to write about. If you struggle with the same problem as I did, I want you to remember that you will improve gradually, and after you start practicing, you will have more ideas to write about. I think that new ideas come after you start looking for them. Number 3. What tools helped me to achieve my current level? As I said, at the beginning I was pretty old school. I used to just use my notebook and a pen, and I was searching for new words in an online dictionary. I had an app on my mobile phone called Diki. It translates words and phrases from Polish to English and vice versa. Polish is my native language, and that's why I've chose this app. For you, it can be a different one. But it's important to make sure that it has proper translations, examples of sentences, and recordings, so you can actually know how to pronounce new words. I think that at the beginning it's very important to find a person who will correct your mistakes and explain to you proper rules. But later, after you can understand more, you can use, for example, Grammarly. This writing assistant can be integrated into your browser and word processor. It provides suggestions for grammar, spelling, and style, which helps you a lot. If I need to paraphrase something, I usually use Quillbot. Quillbot is an online paraphrasing tool that uses artificial intelligence to rewrite and rephrase sentences. It's designed to help users with content creation, academic writing, and other tasks where the rewording of text is necessary. If I need some new ideas, I would use ChatGPT. It's a state-of-the-art language processing AI model that can understand and generate human-like text based on input it receives. Those are the language tools that I use that help me in improving my English. But it all depends on the language that you learn. Let me know in the comment section what language you study and what helps you with your writing. If you want to know my ideas on how to use ChatGPT in language learning, click on the video that is visible on the screen. Thank you for watching and see you there!